What is up, gamers? Today we're gonna be playing something called DYSTOVIA. I don't know. It's a Roblox game. It's like DYSTOVIA something. It's like I don't know. I'm just gonna start calling it DYSTOVIA from now on. And I played it. It was really fun, and I'm gonna tell you the story behind what happened. When I first loaded in, I had to make my character. I decided to go with a very basic bacon hair with some nice looking robes, but you know, enough of the boring character creation. It's time to get into the video, okay? When I first loaded in, I saw a Skyrim-esque cutscene, you know, like you're in a WAGED or talking to people, and I was talking to two guys. One of them was called Bowler, and the other one named Erin, A-R-Y-N, Erin, I think. But after I finished the conversation, we got attacked by goblins. So I had to get out of the wagon and have two full conversations with both of them. I finally grabbed my sword and I charged toward the goblins and immediately got hit, losing half my health. But now it's time for me to fight back. And after forgetting how to use my mouse, I absolutely destroyed that one goblin and then picked some berries and completed the tutorial. I also made a mistake I will regret for the rest of my playthrough, where I accidentally invested one of my skill points that you get for leveling up into agility instead of attack speed. Now, I could spend 150 Robux to fix this mistake, but I'm not Mr. Beast, so I don't have that kind of money. I then checked my inventory after loading into the main game and found a sick-looking cape for being an alpha player, because I played this game when it was in alpha. And I also got a ring for the class I chose to start with, which gave me a little bit of regeneration. After that, I talked to a guy who told me to kill some chickens at the villager town. So I went there and mercilessly slaughtered chickens. After slaughtering those chickens, I turned the quest in and leveled up. I went to the general purpose vendor and sold all of the feathers I got for killing these chickens, and got another quest to go to the pine forest. But before I went there, I had to gear myself up. So I bought a sick pair of daggers. And now, after buying this pair of daggers, it's time for me to try to get to the green pine forest. But on the way there, I found some deer, and when I killed them, it completed the quest that normally would have only been possible in the forest. But I figured out a way to glitch it. But after I ruthlessly murdered those deer, it was back to the town for me, and I sold some stuff. I put the extra money that I had in the bank, and when I did, I found a secret cult room in there. There's a man that spoke very weird, and he gave me a quest to find some letters at crucibles. I never got around to this, at least in my first playthrough, and I immediately left. I finally went to the Pines Forest and found a wolf's den. I went face to face to a wolf, and I got completely obliterated. I don't even think I did half the wolf's health before I was mauled to death, in the most horrific way imaginable. If this wasn't a Roblox game, you would have found my body parts scattered across the entire earth. You wouldn't be able to identify me, even if my entire family had to come in to figure out who I was. It was a truly horrific thing to see. Anyway, that got way too graphic, so let's get back to the more Roblox experience. I was still fueled by anger and hate, and I went back to kill that wolf that killed me last time. And this time, I was confident that I would still be recognizable after my death. And on my way there to get my vengeance, the game crashed. I'm not entirely sure why, but when I rejoined, I continued my quest to get revenge. And this time, I actually won. Barely at half health, but I did. High after my victory, I went to kill another, and couldn't find one. But instead, I found a goblin camp. And being so confident after beating that singular wolf on my second try, I went to go kill an entire goblin camp on my first. And I died. After respawning up, I got back to find an armor vendor. It took me like 10 minutes, but I eventually figured out that the armor vendor was hidden in the back of the shop alleyway. But after so long of trying to find it, I was over it and I just went in there. I went to check the prices, and they were all way too expensive. Like, it would cost $1,000 just for a chest plate. So in order to get this money, I had to go back and kill more things. And it was time for round 4 against these wolves. And this time, I figured out how to block attacks, which made the fight way easier. Until the wolf just started comboing me into the ground. Like, this guy just whap and tap and blap and die. And I got destroyed so many times. Anyway, I'm on a tangent. Long story short, I died. But I wasn't gonna go down in that fight, so I respawned and charged right back in this time. And I beat that wolf that comboed me so hard that I was at half health again by the end of it. But I was getting better and more confident, so I went to kill another wolf. And I died again. But I still wasn't discouraged, so I came in for around like 12, 13, and after a long and grueling battle, I eventually came out on top with 1/4 of my health to spare. And after learning from my past mistakes, I cut my losses and just sold my things. When I did, I completed that quest that wanted to give me 1,500 coins, and finally bought some armor. Boots and a helmet, to be precise. I decided in this episode here, since I made so much progress, and my next quest was to fight a huge purple spider somewhere on the map. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I did. And I guess I'll see you guys next time, when I make the part 2, probably. Also, before I really end the video, check out this game. It's so fun. I had the best time recording it, and honestly, commentating bits, also pretty fun. Now, before this video gets to be like 20 minutes long, I'm just gonna stop talking, like and subscribe, do all that stuff, and I gotta end this fast to cut you off so I get the view.